All right, welcome to the Devious podcast. My name is Reich Stearns.
And I'm Robin Elizabeth, or Relish in a Jar.
And, or otherwise Fizzledrix. And we'll be your hosts for today's podcast, as usual.
I thought your name was Fizzle Twix.
Yeah, you know what? It's Fizzle, then add something at this point, because, that's what everyone else does. So.
Oh, my bad.
Well, we've got a bunch of exciting news for you guys today. There's a awesome new sale coming out for about 10 days, both on Xbox and PS4, with tons of new titles.
You can't forget the Steam sale either.
Oh, yeah, I can't forget that, even though I did.
I wasted all my money on there.
Oh, well, I wasted my money on the Assassin's Creed trilogy because it was only $30 for 3 awesome games. And that's not where the deals stop. You could get Fallout 4 for super cheap.
They have Dark Souls 3 and 2.
Deals on both.
50 or 60. I think that one was 60% off.
Halo fans, Halo 5 is also on a discount for Xbox.
Borderlands.
I love that game. That one also you can get for cheap. But it doesn't stop there. Those are just the some of the Xbox titles we've also got for PS4. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. The latest Call of Duty title is now super cheap on PS4.
Horizon Zero Dawn is $20 off. That was one of the top games this year.
It won so many awards.
The quality on that is made for 4K.
Speaking of 4, Uncharted 4 also available. It's also cheap. If you're a fan of that series, it's available to you too.
Or if you feel like striking out, like I would, they have the show 17. That one was a popular game. That one is on sale as well.
Probably the best high quality of the show that's been out in years. But, I have been a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed trilogy trilogy, what am I talking about? At this point, it's a quadrilogy or
I don't know, I just know I always
whatever
wanted to
that
get
number is
into
called.
the game and, actually be there doing that
I
stuff.
know, that would be amazing. Wait until Assassin's Creed Virtual Reality comes out.
Oh my gosh.
But until that happens, we're going to have to just deal with the new Assassin's Creed Origins. Oh,
Where was
this
the
game
one
looks
taking
awesome.
place again?
This is going to take place back in ancient Egypt. It's going to go back to one of the first assassins that ever creates the entire order. You're going to learn a whole bunch about the precursors and so much if you've been following the series. I love it. Here's a video of it because I love it so much.
We are the first. The first to see the gods. The first to tame their beasts. The first to guard the soul from evil. We conquered this land and built an empire. But there are whispers on the wind. A brotherhood born in the shadows. They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.
Available October 27th. Pre-order now and get a bonus mission, Secrets of the First Pyramids.
Isn't that great?
That looks pretty cool.
I know. I can't wait to play it personally. And so when it comes out, I'm buying it. I hope you do too. It's going to have an awesome multiplayer as well. I'm just looking forward to it.
I can't wait to play that one either. But let's go back in the past a little bit since you're talking about the first assassin ever. So, oh wait, I'm sorry. We have to go to a commercial break. I forgot, my bad.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is new thing we're doing, commercial breaks.
I'm sure you'll enjoy the commercial.
Yeah, I know I will.
Victory dance! Victory dance! Victory dance! Victory
I'm
dance!
feeling the bird.
Keep it going! Woo!
Buff then.
Get under there, Crash. You got this, Crash. Use your legs.
Oh, there we go. These eggs are yolked, baby.
Fresh and fair.
Give me some buffer now.
So,
Crash Bandicoot.
bit of a retro commercial, but
Lied a
still,
little bit. Sorry.
it's okay. It was worth the lie. I think they'll all agree.
They remastered the trilogy of Crash Bandicoot for the PS4.
I know it. What a great little game. I mean, just the story, the fun, the.
That's
and
my
it's
entire
everything.
childhood wrapped up in a game right
I
there.
know, right? The spin, man. I still hear that spin in my sleep. But now you can play all three for one great price, great new graphics, everything. It's just, how can you lose? But we're gonna stay on the retro theme pretty much for the rest of this little podcast.
I mean, with the SNES Classic coming up, how can you not?
Exactly. If you were a fan of the old SNES, which was one of the very first consoles I ever played, you now can get your hands on 21 old, games for that classic console.
Actually, only
all in
20
one.
of them are old.
That's
Star
right.
Fox 2 is coming out on the SNES Classic.
So if you like the original Star Fox and any of its later sequels and trilogies and prequels, you're gonna love this one. And it's an old school classic, just like the original. And on that note of old school SNES games coming out, so we have a brand new Star Fox. We have an odd game here called Unholy Night: The Darkness
I was
Hunter.
kind of shocked when I saw that. It's for the SNES.
Yes, you heard that right. The SNES.
Hasn't it been almost 20 years since any games come out?
We actually looked this up. The last game released on the SNES was Frogger in 1998.
I was like 5 when that came out.
That's almost 20 years.
That's ridiculous.
Wow. But hey, if you like the console, you now have a new game to play on it.
It's coming out July 10th.
Yeah, and maybe one day they'll put it on the SNES Classic.
If they remake them all again.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, and also we've got a few other games coming out, or I guess, first we could mention, speaking on classic and old school, if you're a fan of the new SNES Switch, if you're a fan of the Switch, the
Getting a
Nintendo
little ahead of
Switch.
yourself with our details.
Yeah, I know,
there,
right? So I pretty much just spoiled the bag, but the new Switch now looks like a retro SNES. You can actually purchase the full system. It's not available yet, but the
Any
system
idea
will be
when?
released. He said that it's developed by a company called Colorware, and they say that around the time the Switch drops in price to about $200 is when this will be released, and
Do
it'll be
game
around the
consoles
same price.
ever drop in price though? That seems a little bit
They do
ridiculous.
about a year or two later, usually. I
Uh,
mean, what was the Xbox One is now $300. It was $400 when it
Oh,
released.
really?
So.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of throwbacks and remastered games, they're remastering Final Fantasy 12.
Oh man, if you don't remember, that game did come out. It was released, but a lot of other Final Fantasy titles came out at the time, and it kind of got overlooked. But if you're a fan of the series, it's another great installation that I'm sure you're going to enjoy, and it's coming out in
July 11th.
Cool.
Yeah, most of the stuff we've talked about will be coming out this month, with the exception of the SNES Classic, coming out September 29th, and the price on that right now is $79.99. I don't think you can pre-order it yet, but some countries are allowing you to.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the US.
Well, as soon as it is, I'm sure I'm sure a lot of
I
people
mean,
will.
I have the NES Classic, and that one's fun. So.
And also the sale, we didn't mention, for Xbox and PlayStation 4 also ends in 10 days. So basically, you got the next 10 days to go take advantage of these awesome
Yeah,
deals.
if you have your gold membership on Xbox, you also do get an additional, looked like 7%.
Yeah, each game
on the games.
that is discounted even more if you're a gold member, which of course we are. Well, thank you for coming out and watching our podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave comments if you feel like it. Let us know what games you're looking forward to or that you've had fun with.
And be sure to check out our other channels and check out our Nerf games and everything else that we do over here at Devious.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. We're also on Twitter and Snapchat if you haven't.
Thank you very much and stay classy.